Hey everyone, welcome to this week's show. I know it's a little late in the week. We got the harassment message from Neil earlier. Uh, always looking for new content. I guess he gets bored on his breaks at work, I guess. But welcome my guest here, Corey, as always.
For having me.
Thanks for joining. We got some stuff to go over this week. Crazy COVID week last week. Crazy COVID week this week. We'll preview that. I feel like we're going to talk about COVID a lot over the next few weeks. But the good news is because the standings are so tight, these COVID weeks could really change up the playoff picture. It keeps the league really interesting. But we'll go over all that. We have a few trades, not a whole lot. The return of prediction results. It's been a while since we've done that, but we're pretty much caught up on all our tracking.
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess let's get into it. Let's talk about some results last week. Let's talk about your matchup first. Saucy Pass defeats. I got canceled 11-3. What do you want to tell me about this?
Yeah, I got lucky. He didn't get his goalie games in, which helped, but a much needed win. So
yeah, it puts you what? We'll talk about standings later. I don't care about that. Yeah, you'll see the impact on the standings. Like it was pretty big actually.
It was, yep.
I have Get Off My Grass, who defeated the mighty Ramrod 8-4. I did have a little message there with him. I congratulate him on his win. It was a good week, but I wish we both would have been at full force. It's like we've been talking a lot this season, and our one matchup that we have, and like we both have like a whole roster full of guys who aren't really playing. So it was a little disappointing, but that's COVID life. Welcome to the new world here. What do you think about this matchup?
This is another matchup that really changed the standings too. So, like I said, we'll talk about that. Big win on Dan. I didn't expect it, but his team came out. He had a good week stat wise for his players at least.
Yeah, I made the mistake. Goalies. It was all. It's COVID week. I need to make sure I get my goalie starts. Oh, Tampa Bay's third stringer. Okay, Tampa's a good team. No, they're going to let in 4 or 5 against Montreal. Okay, well that's terrible.
You got the win.
You got the win.
6.11 goals against average, but you got the win.
Yeah. Then I'm like, oh yeah, well whatever. Like Tampa's a good team. They'll probably lose to Florida, but it won't be that bad. No, it was that bad. It was that bad. Like, I should have went with my gut and not started him, but like he's already on my team. Like, why wouldn't I start him?
Yeah.
I know why I wouldn't have started him.
And you know what? It might have got you the tie.
Yeah, the stats were really close. Like, oh well, that's how it crumbles sometimes, right? It's just whatever. I'll move on. It'll just be one of those asterisks on next year's shirt.
You got the loss out early.
Next matchup, we had Baltimore Orioles here. Can we really call him that? He's on the rise. Like, change your name, Travis. Like, Baltimore doesn't win this much. They defeated Cherry Pickin' Daddy 10-2. That was a huge win for Travis. What do you tell me about it?
It was a huge win for me too. Not like Kyle got further on points here.
No, that's what I like about this time too, right? Everyone's watching other matchups right now, and like, I need this guy to win. I need this guy to lose. Like, it's gonna be.
This is one I was happy to see him win. So
there you go. There you go, Travis. You had his support the whole time. Here's probably the biggest upset of the week. Before we talk about this, I want to talk about our good pal Neil. He made sure to message me because 2 big teams at a Division 2 lost to big teams in Division 1, and he was all proud. But he did not mention the biggest upset of the week, which was Division 2 Daltrey, who defeated his dad 6-5. Probably the biggest dog in the league right now. first place for a reason, right? And just he got taken down by a little Division 2 team. What'd you think of this matchup?
That was a big win. I
Huge.
thought Daltrey had a good week. Goalies helped him out. And big win, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if I expected it, but Daltrey has that potential. His team always has that potential to sneak out a big win, right? With McKinnon and Wilson. His goaltending's a lot better with Saros. Like,
Daltrey didn't really have the deepest week, at least.
no.
Yeah, but Domo didn't really have his goalie show up too much. 6.05 save percent or goals against average.
Well, that first game
COVID
back
week,
against
right?
Arizona was like 8-7 final. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, the first night back, eh?
Yeah.
All 3 games were like huge scoring games.
Like San Jose should not be letting 7 in against Arizona.
No.
But whatever. Like, I feel Daltrey's team would be a lot better if he didn't get rid of Kane. If he kept Kane instead of Strudel. Strudel's having not a great year. Even Domo's losing his Senators. He's like, oh, Shabbat's on the line here, guys. Anyone want him? They're losing faith in their Senators. They're not doing much.
But if he picks it up.
If he does. But otherwise, you traded Kane away so you can keep this guy.
Not on a good team, though.
Not on a good team. Not on a good team.
That doesn't help.
Does not help. He's going to be a good player. He will. I think Daltrey would be in a better position this season if he would have made a different choice.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not going to keep ragging you on that Daltrey.
Just every time I can.
Just every time I see you at work, I'll remind you of what you did. This matchup, 7 on the ice, defeating Hockey Balboa 12-2. Oh man, it wasn't even a contest. What do you think of this one?
This one, Hockey Balboa didn't even get a goalie start. So that didn't help. I didn't expect it to be this big of a win, but good on you, Mark.
There were opportunities to get goalie starts. That's my big issue with this.
Yeah, I had a lot of goalie starts last week.
Either you weren't paying attention to what was going on with your team, or you weren't looking for those third string goalies that were on the waiver wire that would have got you those starts, right?
Or you didn't want to pay Nick's price.
Nick's price wasn't even crazy.
Nope. If I needed a goalie start, I would have paid him. Yep.
But I didn't think this could have been avoided. Maybe he would have still lost, but it would have been a lot closer, right? You just gave him 5 free points by doing that. So if you competed for those points, that puts Mark at 7. Like, you're already at 2. If you win a few of those, it would have been a close matchup. Who knows? Anyway,
it was a busy time of year.
Yeah, busy time of year. That's what we'll say. Unless you tell me otherwise, Braden. Tell me otherwise. Clefbaum defeating Pacioretty to Rumble 8-5 in the Sellers Bowl. What do you got here?
Oh, good on Kyle. This is a close matchup. Yeah, they both actually had pretty good points stat-wise. Like their players showed up offensively. It was a good week for them compared to some of the other stats I saw putting them in. So yeah, there's a lot. I find the waiver. There's a lot of talent out there right now. Like people are moving really quick. People aren't wasting their time dropping people, so people are coming back. So if you're active, you can pick up a lot of people. So these sellers have decent rosters because the waiver wire has been they're serviceable players there.
I find even the guys that are getting back in trades are flippable.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is what the league's like when a lot of people are active, right?
Yep.
So this is what I like to see. Like it makes it
it's good.
Really challenging, right?
Yeah.
Oh, talking about thrashings here. Let's talk about Charlie Brown's taking it to Please Don't Feed the Goalie. He said please, but Sean fucking fed it to him anyway. Uh, what do you think here?
Yeah, Sean's team showed up. It wouldn't have been so bad if Tyler got his goalie starts in,
Yeah,
but
again,
because Sean didn't have good goalie starts at all. But Sean still would have taken the week though. But still, no good on Sean. Took what top spot in Division 2 here.
yeah, he's got the tiebreaker on me. He's got the tiebreaker. But we'll talk about it in a minute. We got one more matchup here to go over. Suck My Ojic defeating the whole shaft 7-5. What do you got here? What's the story?
Well, Nick was feeling pretty confident, picking up those goalies on Thursday to try to sell them off, and I think he could use some of those pickups later on in the week. Didn't expect Neil to come back. Good on Neil to get the win after being completely fed last week, but please don't feed the goalie. Nothing to do with COVID games missed at all. Just got thrashed. So good on you to come back there, Neil.
No, there were some upsets. We talked about that there would be some upsets. I suspect there'll be more upsets this week, next week. Probably until February when everyone kind of gets to go home and rest for a month before coming back to hockey, right? Like, you know what the weirdest season is the Islanders were on the road for 14 games to start the season because they had no arena.
Yeah.
Then they had a bunch of weeks where they only played one game. So their schedule was really light. All of a sudden, we get to the COVID weeks here, and they canceled like 8 Islander games.
That's going to be a heavy back end of the schedule.
There's going to be a lot of games. Watch out for those Islanders late season all over the waiver wire, guys. Because they're going to get you your games. They might not be great games, but they'll get them. I guess let's give everyone what they're waiting for here. Let's talk about some prediction results.
Oh, yeah.
I get harassed all the time by Travis. Well, where am I in the standings? I don't know.
We're not even going to tell you today because we want to leave you on a cliffhanger.
That's it. We're not even going to talk about the overall standings this week. We brought you some of the predictions.
Yeah, we brought you a teaser. We're just going to take it away, and then we're going to reintroduce it like it's a new thing, just like they do in the NHL games.
Is it our podcast is now sponsored by EA? It is not. Don't hold me on that. Anyone who's ever played NHL knows that EA has all this stuff in the game. All of a sudden, it disappears. A couple years later, they're advertising, "Oh, it's a new feature." Like, no, that's something you took away from us like 3 years ago that we all liked. Now you're just bringing it back. Fucking EA. But I still love.
We keep buying the game. We keep buying the game. So
I always want I always want to hold out on them, but I know I'm not going to. Like, if I bought the double pack this year so I can play on the PS5 as well. Like, I'm part of the problem.
It's true though.
Yeah, but as long as I get my money's worth, I don't care. Like, it's fun.
Honestly, 10 hours of game time is money's worth, really.
Think about that, yeah. Like, you pay what, like $30 to go to a 2-hour movie?
Yeah. Do that a couple times, right?
Yeah. So you get a few hours, a couple nights to chill with the boys, and here's my money's worth. All right, why don't you tell me about these prediction results here? All
right. Not a lot of participation this week. Le Champion against Get Off My Grass. Only Sean going with Dan here. Everyone else going with Le Champion. 1-6 for that one. Cherry Pickin' Daddy against Baltimore Orioles. Ooh, I didn't finish what I had to do here.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's go. Cherry Pickin' Daddy against Baltimore Orioles. Everyone having faith in Travis, and he's not disappointing. 7-0. Up next, they'll try the beef against Captain Crunch. 0-7. Nobody, no faith in Daltrey. I don't. His team's bad. I don't blame you guys. Hockey Balboa against Seaman on the Ice.
Only you and me.
5-2. Yeah, only me and you. I put that in after watching the video. I'm like, who do we vote for? And, yeah, apparently we picked the wrong guys. We didn't persuade anybody with our reasoning either.
I just lost faith in Hockey Balboa because he can't even get his fucking goalie starts. So I'm
Yeah.
probably not going to support him anytime soon.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Never say never. All right. We got Patch Ready to Rumble versus Clef Bombed. 4 of us voting for Clef Bombed. Charlie Brown versus Please Don't Feed the Goalie. Only you going for the upset, but now you're just a game behind everybody.
Whatever. I was pretty much behind anyway, so I'll take some risk in my gambling.
Suck my Ojek versus the whole shaft. You know what? Only Neil and Lynn. Lynn had Neil's back.
That's why he got it.
Ojek, Lynn was there.
Oh, so, Lynn didn't like you. Who?
No, Lynn put no faith in me though, but the rest of you guys weren't too bad. And 4 of us getting the win. So for the whole week, we barely came above 500, and it's all thanks to Sean because nobody else won more than they lost, and going 6-2.
Then going to the bottom.
You're the only one that went down, but you participated, so that's a win.
That's it. I participate every week. It's in my contract.
Or I don't get a signing bonus.
Let's talk about some standings here. There was a lot of movement, right? Maybe, yeah, I think in both divisions there were a lot of movement. Well, you reviewed Division 1 here for me.
So even though Captain Crunch with the loss, he's still sitting in first place, 2 points behind Dan, who moved up, who would be second in the league as a guy who's been actively selling, now moving up to second. I hate you, Dan.
I like to think his luck is going to run out, right? Because eventually he's going to stop. He's going to be on the down, but I don't know. It's COVID. Who knows? Watch him sell and just go all the way.
We got Neil sitting 2 spots behind Dan, 14, cherry picking Daddy, holding the last spot. So that's 4 teams. It's still in Division 1, sitting in the playoff spot, and then as you know, got 4 people right behind him, not too far. So that would have been a big win for Kyle. Like I said, if he was able to squeeze one out there.
I don't want to hurt anyone's pride here, but these 2 teams in 15 and 16 in Division 1, just saying, were the bottom of the league last year. They were the 2 bottom last year. What's going on, boys? Start making a little moves here. Be a little active. Get back into it, or at least sell.
So next year's a little bit easier.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they just giving me their $50. I'm all right with it.
We make it worth it now. It's a lot harder to see it at 50 than 20.
Yeah. When we first started, it was $20. It was nothing. But now at least the prize is okay, I'd like to win that, but let's talk about Division 2 here.
Yeah, what are you thinking about our division?
Our division, man. In my opinion, the superior division. But again, it's Division 2. Charlie Browns, who got a big win last week, jumped up to 15 points to tie me. He has the tiebreaker because he defeated me a few weeks ago. So good on him. We're still up there with 15 points. We would be top 4 in the league anyway. Daltrey jumping up, big win that he got last week. He's actually jumped up to tie Nick at 12 points. And he has the tiebreaker apparently. So, tough there.
That was a big loss.
3 points behind. 3 points behind the division lead, right? So Division 2 is a lot closer to Division 1. No one's running away with our division. Look at the bottom here, even 7 on the ice is only a point out of the playoffs, right? So as well as Clef Bomb and Patches, but 7 on the ice could be a 5th team in our division in the playoffs. It could be. You got
the 3 guys behind him, yeah.
Yeah, sneaking up there with 8 points. Derek with 8 points. You with 8 points. I mean,
close.
Yeah, the worst team in Division 2 is 2 points out of a playoff spot.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
saying, it's facts. But the whole league is close, right? Even last place, like you're 4 points out. I don't have faith that you're going to start your goalies anymore, but if you did, you could climb back in because who knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks. The month of January is going to be like the biggest month for our league right now, right? Because all of February is 1 week, is one matchup, and the trade deadline's in there.
Yep.
So we're looking at the next 4 weeks. We'll pretty much determine: are you going to be a seller or buyer?
But you think they're going to put some games in February? You think?
I don't know. If it was me, I might do a little bit early on in February, but I would still keep that long break. Let them go home to their families. Let them rest up and kind of get healthy, right?
Watch the Olympics too. Like, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, go home and watch the Olympics and think about where you could have been.
Only some of the guys.
I get it why some of them were upset, right? They're upset because it's probably their last goal at the Olympics.
Yeah, exactly. Like Crosby's 4 more years. Like he's up there then.
Yeah, he might not be good enough by then to make the team, right? I get why they're upset, but is it worth it to go there and probably just end up getting COVID? I don't know.
No, I'm not getting into it.
You'd say yes, wouldn't you?
No, I avoid that topic.
That's fair. He has
Moving
no comment.
He's no, just next
here,
question. Next
just
question.
here so he doesn't get fined. It's all right. We got here. Last week we talked about some of the trades. It was this trade. I don't remember talking about it, but we might have.
I don't think we did.
You don't think we did either, right? We're going to talk about Sutton-Wyojic and Clefbaum there hooking up. Hooking up on a big deal here. Neil sent Jordan Stahl an 8th and a 13th over to Kyle here for Martian So a 10th and a 14th. What do you think?
My 10th and 14th.
Yeah, both your picks.
Yeah. I feel like this is a little heavy. I don't think I know there's not really much out there, right, to buy right now. So and only giving up an 8th is not bad, but I feel like you could have just been patient. That's a lot to give up, in my opinion.
I don't think Marchessault is worth an 8th.
No, he had like one season where you thought, yeah, maybe he'd be around for a while, and then he just hasn't performed, in my opinion.
I think we talked about this when Kyle traded a 7th for him this season. So he kind of backed out, got an 8th and a 13th in return. Not quite a 7th, but
he's at 16 goals on the year. That's a good amount of scoring. 16 goals, 8 assists, 106 shots. It's not too bad on the power play a little bit.
But would you pay an 8th for him?
No,
exactly. No. It's not the player that I have the issue with. It's the value. It's the value of the player. Well, I get it. Like Jordan Stahl hasn't been that offensive this season, so
no.
I wouldn't have done it, but good for you, Neil. If you're happy with it, then I'm happy for you. Here's the first move of Nick's wheeling and dealing here. Picks up three goalies on the waiver wire, tries to move them all. He got a bite early on here. It was pretty quick. Kyle, cherry picking daddy, comes biting for Motombo. Gets an 18th with him, in exchange. It only cost him Stolars and a 15th. What do you think?
Yeah, it's really paid nothing for it, right? Yeah, he didn't do well. He played a few games in a row for Montreal, didn't even put up 900 save percentage in any of the games. So I know Kyle dropped him not too long after. they're just a late pickup, right, to get the goalie starts that some people didn't get. So
I think he needed it for his minimum. So
yeah. So yeah, I've done it.
I think that's what Nick's plan was, right? Hey, I'm going to try and swap these guys because people are going to be fighting over goalie starts. Well, not if you're Braden. He's just like, fuck it, I'm just not going to get them.
It's just we're the Braden bye week. It lives on.
I don't want to trade my 15th. I'll take the loss. He was busy again, though. Not long after, you got a biter on Halak. So we sent Halak and Mark's 18th over to the Travis for Lindgren and Derek's 16th. What do you think of this?
Yeah, what Travis say something in the chat? Third time trading for Halak this season.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, just another game to get his goalie starts. Good on Nick. I mean, he turned some picks into some free agent pickups into picks, but might have got the loss because of it though too. So
it was worth it. More goalie action here. Whole Shaft moves Stolars back to cherry picking daddy for a 17th with a 17th for DeSmith and a 16th. Again, I think it was like, hey, I need this goalie start all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey DeSmith didn't stay there too long either. What do you think of that trade, though?
It is what it is. Not much to say. Goalie starts, right? COVID trades.
Yeah.
They both got something they wanted. Good on them.
Nick's still active. Nick was a busy man this week. Connecting with Daltrey this time. He sent Chariot and 15 over to Daltrey for Tanev, who's out for the season, and an 11th. So a little upgrade there for him. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's good on him. I know Tanev's gone for the year, but Daltrey getting something out of it, which is good. With all the COVID though, like to take on a guy who's going to be sitting on your IR, and for the year, and all these people are going to be on COVID protocol. Like I feel like that IR spot's pretty important this year. So to get an 11th to kind of commit,
yeah.
But he got the pick too, right? So it wasn't doing it for Tanev. I'm sure he'll drop him if he has to.
I think he already dropped them.
Did he? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
So maybe it was just throw in then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Dolce wanted to move him because he's out for season.
Yeah.
So he picked up.
Then if he's just doing it for the pick, then good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's already dropped him. Picked up. I think he picked up Kapanen or someone this week for him. Nick active again. Moving to Smith. And a 16th over to Captain Crunch for Maroon and a 14th. Like what Nick's doing here.
Yeah, it's funny because I got a trade offer for Smith. I was sitting at work, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Turn it away, and then like I don't know, 20 minutes later, I get a trade offer for Maroon. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I didn't even realize the trade went through since then until later tonight.
He was trying to pawn him off to me at work there, Maroon. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. And he realized he has like 5 Tampa Bay players on his team that he needs to kind of he needs to make a move here.
Yeah, I know getting these late round picks upgraded is good, and now if somebody wants to make a move with them, he has to move a 15th, let's say, right? Yeah. So it's good. I don't know. It's nice to see another seller out there trying to make moves, but it's an odd way, but
not a real seller.
No, not a real seller.
But guys, I mentioned the other day, yesterday in the chat, I'm looking to trade some players. No one even inquired on who I was looking to trade. I was telling Travis yesterday was the one day I would have traded McDavid, and no one even inquired.
Oh, there's not enough first-round picks in the world.
That's why you got to reach out to me. When I was so upset when he got put on COVID. Huh. But no, I do
But
have an
no,
interesting list of players that could be up for trade. So reach out. I'm always looking to talk deals.
I know we talk a lot, so
Yeah, yeah, we
it's,
do.
it's such a weird time right now, though.
It is. I feel
I don't
like
really know where like it's like, yeah, sure, I'll make a trade, but like you don't even know if you're gonna get the player, or is it postponed games? Like it's so messed up. So
it
that's why
is.
I've been kind of quiet on the trade front for that reason. Like it's probably one of the first weeks that I haven't had a trade to talk about my own. Just
Not that you weren't negotiating trades,
no,
just
just not.
not in a
You
rush
don't,
to
there's
do it.
no, yeah, you don't got to
There's so
rush to
much
pull the trigger.
unpredictability right now, right? Take
Exactly.
my time, get the right deal. Like that's all. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Let's see what it's been a while since we talked with Lynn here. Let's see what she has in store for us here. Why don't you tell me about match one here? Saucy or pass versus Suck My OJ.
Yeah, they have it as Neil win this 195. Not very close. But I'm gonna go against Dylan. I got faith in my team. Hopefully COVID doesn't hit me. If I lose, that's the only reason why. What? What do you think, Shane?
That's the only reason why.
I'm just playing it, Neil.
I'm gonna I'm gonna pick you as well. Normally I wouldn't in this case because I think Neil has a great team, right?
I
But
agree.
again, he's gonna have to have his Rangers goalies carry him because the Islanders games are all canceled. and Rask isn't playing. I just think you have the advantage, and because you're part of Division Two, I think you have a bigger advantage.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
We're gonna talk about the second matchup here, the Champion Team Ramrod versus Pacioretty to Rumble.
Lynn, go with an 11-4 win for you. Pretty offensive stat here. So you're going to carry it, and you know what? I'm going to agree. Pacioretty selling, and you're all in. So as long as COVID doesn't bite you in the butt, and you never know what's going to happen, right? But
As with everyone, COVID is like ravaging my team right now. I'm hoping to pull it out. I'm gonna say I'm gonna pull it out, but I mean, I almost lost Matthews to COVID, but it turns out he was fine. I lost McDavid. I lost Reinhart, Zagris, Getzlav, Bennett suspended. All of the Islanders games are PPD, so I'm not getting anything from there. Like it's gonna be a rough week, but as long as my boys show up, I think I'll pull it out. So fuck.
you know, Nick though, some weeks this year he's just blown the teams out.
Yeah.
And then some weeks he doesn't show up. So we'll see there too, right?
That's it. Like he has the game advantage when we were looking at the games. I was looking at them on Monday. He had like a 10-game advantage at least on me. So whatever I can get back from my players, great. If not, well, whatever. Then I'll move on to next week.
Yeah.
We got here. I got canceled versus the Baltimore Orioles.
9-6 win for Lynn's prediction here for Travis, and I'm gonna agree. I think Travis is the better team. I know his Vegas guys are out, but he's talking. He's trying to make moves. He wants to compete, right? He's tired of losing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Travis. What about you?
I'm gonna agree. Talbot's out indefinitely. Price hasn't played. I think Leonard just got hurt. So
yeah, he was out for a bit. Yeah.
I just don't see where his goalies are coming from. So I think that's an easy like 4 categories for Travis. I think he takes the week.
Yeah, and he's always goalie heavy too. So
yeah.
Division 2.
Represent. Oh, we got a Division 1 debacle here. Kyle versus Kyle. Well, we see who Lynn favors here.
Yeah, 11-4 favor for Kyle. For Bergeron, cherry picking daddy. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Lynn. I think Bergeron is the better team for sure.
Is Yari hurt? Is that why DeSmith played tonight? Or they're just giving
I
him a
think,
break?
yeah, because the Smiths played a few recently.
If Yari's hurt, like that really hurts Kyle's team. But man, Scary Terry had a hattie last night. No, I would still say he has
Oh,
give him his
Yari,
team the benefit. Is that?
he played he played tonight. He played relief, 13
Oh,
saves, no goals against. He got the win.
oh, so that's it.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
he
go with
just
him. I'm gonna go with Cherry. I just think his team's better. Kyle is actively selling. Cherry's actively making moves to pick up goalie starts to get his wins. He's on the ball. I think this will help him help solidify him in a playoff spot for a bit at least. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cherry.
ugh, I don't disagree. Tired over here though. Get off my grass. Lynn predicting a 10-5 win over Daltry of the Beef, who just came off beating down his dad. Please don't hit me, Dad.
That's a great team to play against. What do you think?
Yeah, this is tough. I went against Dan last week. We have some COVID going on through his team right now, but I can't go. I can't go for Daltrey. I gotta go with Dan. Gonna agree with Lynn again.
I'm gonna go with Daltrey. Like you just said, he has COVID running through his team. I don't know if he gets his goalie starts. I was actually talking to him earlier, and he was saying he's like, it's not worth ruining his team to go out and make deals just to try and win this 1 week. So I think even he has an idea of like how the week might go for him. So if he's not too confident, I'm going to go against him, and I'm going to say Daltrey is probably going to take it.
Yeah, he just picked up Corpusalo. I mean, Dan's smart with his moves, so I don't think he won't get his starts. But yeah, he doesn't have a very healthy team right now.
Yeah, exactly. He said he's not going to go make trades and tear his team apart just to get the game right, the 1 week. So that's
Yeah,
smart. That's smart. Don't. Sometimes you have to take the loss in a week just to
yeah,
keep your team
exactly.
intact and keep the faith, right?
Especially when you're second in the league and you're selling.
Yeah.
Oh. Move on here. Oh, a close one here.
Captain Crunch versus 7 on the ice. Who do you got?
You know what? I gotta go with Captain Crunch. I just feel that he is. Oh, it's tough. I gotta go with him though. He pulls out the wins. Like I know we feel like I don't feel like we're surprised that the stats are showing that it'd be favorable for Mark to win this week. Like Mark's not a good team, and I feel like Captain Crunch, his record's better than his team is. So but in saying that, I'm still gonna go with him.
I'm going to side with Lynn. Lynn has Mark at 7-6. Honestly, I love a good upset. But I look at his goalies. He picked up DeSmith, I guess, today in a trade. But before that, he's running Reimer and fucking Frank Hughes, who's played in 1 game in the last 3 seasons.
Did he play already? I didn't even notice.
He got 1 start a couple weeks ago before they went on PPD.
4 goals against.
Ooh. Wasn't pretty.
No.
But yeah, like he's running Frank Hughes as like his second. Luckily for him, he picked up DeSmith today, but even DeSmith got pulled, right? So I think that in combination
pulled for ineffectiveness in win.
They got all kinds of COVID going on his team too, right? I think he's vulnerable right now, and I think Mark's gonna kind of take advantage of that. So that's what Mark does. He takes advantage of people when they're vulnerable.
Elise is semen on the ice.
That's right, all over the ice. Fuck you, screw you, hippie. Balboa versus Charlie Brown. What do you think here?
Well, it has it as a 14-1. You know what? I'm going to agree. I've put some faith in Brady the last couple of weeks. And I've been burned. Gonna go back with Sean here, who's been picking it up lately.
I just can't back Braden anymore. Like,
The goalie start.
he doesn't even get his goalie starts. Like, this is a gift for Sean. Like, he needs this right now. Poor guy's at home feeling ill. You know, he needs this easy. This is going to come at a better time. Autopilot. His team doesn't have to check the app for the week. You rest up, buddy. You rest up.
The Braden bye week lives on.
Speaking of gifts, like, whoo, whole shaft and please don't feed the goalie. Lynn really likes Nick. Who do you think is gonna win this?
Lynn loves associates. I'll say that. And good reason here. I'm gonna go with Nick for sure. I think it'll be an easy week for him.
I agree. Like I said earlier, we have two teams who seem to be consistently at the bottom over the last while. I don't know if he's active. I don't think he started his guy on Monday. He had Hyman play or someone play on Monday. He didn't start him, that was Derek. Sorry, that was someone else. But again, I don't think he's not checking the league, but he hasn't made any moves. We discussed it before. He had Mantha on his IR for like 6-7 weeks. Like, why are you holding on to that trash?
Jeff Carter on his IR.
Yeah, get rid of these guys. Like, there's better players out there on the waiver wire that you can pick up and actually get something out of right now, right?
Yep.
It could be disheartening for him to lose Kucherov again, but I don't know. I think some roster management here would help his situation, and it would go a lot further, at least out of
100%.
last place, out of the bottom two. Sorry.
I agree completely.
Do you listen, Tyler?
Probably not.
The two teams who really need to listen to this show don't.
It's true.
That's why Domo's record's so good. He listens to the show. He's a fan of the show. He just trash his team all the time. He's like, I gotta fucking win. Screw these guys.
But you're not the only one who beat him now.
I'm not.
No.
Me and Daltrey.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't think I've lost to him.
These weeks mean nothing anyways, but not in the standings at least. Yeah, like you said though, with the short season, right? With the month of February before the trade deadline, like just a lot of not hockey being played, not being played, I guess. It's gonna be interesting. You have to make a choice pretty early on. Like, and there's gonna be a lot of people on the fence, right?
Yeah.
Do we even have the team to go all the way in? No, you probably don't. So sell off your pieces to me.
I feel that what's going to happen is going to be like February 23rd, I think, is the deadline. People are going to put their app down and forget. Trade deadline's going to come, and people are selling. Oh, there's like no one out here buying. Don't worry. I'll get the good deals because I'll be active.
There's your room for a ninth.
There's room for a ninth. You have to talk to Sean about that. No, but I feel like some people might miss out on the trade deadline because they're just not focused on the app because it's a whole month, right? But this is your reminder, guys. I'm not your babysitter. I'm not gonna keep reminding old guys. Here's the trade deadline.
Get your predictions in.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, guys. Come on. You're adults. But no, do get your predictions in. I will always bug people for that stuff. But if you miss the trade deadline, that's your own fault.
Yeah,
it's easily viewable in the app.
There. Yeah, we give no flexibility, right? If the trade's not in or the trade wasn't accepted before the deadline, then you won't approve. Yeah, it's a hard line.
It can be in and not approved. It'll still go through.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It has to be a done deal.
Yep. I know some people we've had some people cut it pretty close, right? So
yeah, last second trades.
Yeah. Gotta try your best.
Part of it. It's part of the fun. But I'm not gonna keep reminding everyone throughout February that hey, here it comes. No. Just be active on the app, just check it every couple days. Anyway,
No,
yeah, that was a lot to go over. I'm really excited about the standings here and how close everything's getting. But yeah, any final thoughts?
let's get talking, get the trades going, get the free agency moving.
It slowed down a bit the last little bit, right?
Yeah.
The
But we're back
trade
from
market.
holidays now. Time to get moving again.
That's it.
And let's keep the trash talking going.
Fuck yeah, that's my
Leafs
favorite.
suck.
Don't worry, guys. There'll be more show for you. I might have a surprise next week. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk. We'll see. We'll see. But
Spoiler,
yeah,
the prediction standings.
prediction standings, new feature. But good luck this week, guys. Stay safe.
Have a good one.
Thanks for joining me again, by the way.
Thanks for having me. Oh.